So what we're going to do here is we're going to use point slope form, which is written right here, and we're going to find where see the color letters, those numbers, which they give it to us in our problem. So if I write y, and I'm going to go what the y value is, which is a -2, equals 1/4, because that's what the slope is, times x value, which happens to be a 3, I have my point slope form, which we could simplify this to y plus 2 equals 1/4 x minus 3. Now we want to graph this, so we want to go to 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, -2, just right there. And then we know the slope is 1/4, so I'm going to go up 1, to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and put my next dot, and I connect those two dots to give me my graph. So what we're going to do now is we're going to write in standard form. And standard form is ax plus by equals c. Basically, we have to get the variables x and y on the left-hand side of the equal sign. If you look right here, I have an x on the right and I have a y on the left. So I need to get that x over to the left. So we have to get rid of this fraction. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply everything by 3. By doing that, I get 3y minus 3 equals a -2 x minus 5. That gets rid of that 3. When you multiply it on the right-hand side, they cancel. That's why we just are left with what's left over. Now we can go ahead and remove the parentheses. So we're doing the distributive property. And so now I want to move this over here, and I want to move this over here. So when I move things on sides, they change signs. So that -2x becomes a positive 2x plus 3y. This positive. And when I move a -3, it's a positive 3, and with that 10 gives me 13. So this is standard form. Now we want to write in slope-intercept form. So we have y equals mx plus b. In this form, it's the y all by itself. So we have a y, but it's not by itself. So to get it by itself, all we have to do is move this 3 over here. So when I change sides, I get a -3. Now, this is the very version without being simplified, but we need to simplify this. So I'm going to multiply through, that means simplify means get rid of parentheses. So I get 3/2 x plus 3/2 minus 3. Now, the reason we do that is because these two can be added together. And by doing that, this becomes 6/2. I just have the same denominators. And so I can now take 3/2 x, and when I add those, I get a -3/2. So 3/2 minus, and I change the denominator, gives me my slope-intercept form. Y is by itself.